We changed a lot of things. We changed the style of play, we changed terminology. So it was almost like we were coaching 14 freshmen at one time, trying to get everybody caught up in a quick amount of time in terms of what our expectations were. So, the style of play changed drastically from the previous year. So it was almost like putting that square peg in that round hole. So we had to continue that for the majority of the first half of the year. And we lost a lot of tough contests, I think, because of that. But I thought the last 5 weeks of the season was really the way and style that we wanted to play. I thought the kids really grasped the offense. Defensively, they really came along. When you look at Jasmine Boone leading the CAA in steals, and Kyla Kerstetter finishing second in steals, and Caitlin Matthew averaging about 8 rebounds a game. So we led the league in regards to forcing turnovers. We have to do a better job of turning that into points. But the culture, the expectations of what the coaching staff expects of the players, on that front, I think, was a real successful year. Marlena Tremba had a terrific year. She really she came in very confident. She's got the incredible knack of putting the ball in the basket in a variety of different ways. She shot the ball extremely well at times, and she struggled at times, but that's a freshman for you. They go up and down and so forth. So we're expecting more of an impact year for her now coming into her second year. And we did play her out of position a great deal. She, when you look at our roster, we played her more at the three spot, and and she's more of a two guard type player. So the defensive side, we were asking a lot of her so early in her career, but she had a terrific freshman year, obviously, with the CAA Rookie of the Year, and she's a big piece of the puzzle for us. Well, we ended our season, we were disappointed. We lost to UNC Wilmington in the first round of the CAA tournament on Thursday. And we were back at it on Monday. And our players, really flourished in that. They came Monday with terrific attitude, terrific energy. And in my 23 years of coaching women's basketball, I really think this was one of my best postseasons ever. I thought Bradley Brookhart in our strength and conditioning program did an excellent job. Watching my staff on a daily basis working individually, I really think our players developed, and I really think now they really got a good grasp of what our expectations are here. But I have to give our postseason A+. Two of our seniors, Jasmine Boone and Kyla Kerstetter, they set the tone not only in the weight room, but on the basketball floor, in the classroom, in the community. We're going to rely a lot on them, and we talked to them in great depth in terms of us putting a lot of pressure on them. And I think they're both able to handle that. I was really excited about how they developed on the basketball floor. Jasmine Boone played the guard spot the previous season. We moved her to the 4 spot, so she played the forward spot for us. And she really made us go. If you watched us during the year, she was one of those players that we could not take off the floor. Our level of play, our intensity, our energy level really dropped off when she was off the floor. I'm really excited. I thought she had a great postseason. I think she, if we had a better record, she might have been considered for an all-CAA team. And I think she's right there on the verge of really having a breakout season. I know she's motivated moving into her senior year, but we're going to rely a lot on her. Kyla Kerstetter is the epitome of a student athlete, and she, again, I thought towards the end of the season had really grasped the offense a little bit better, did a great job defensively, finishing second in the CAA in steals. We asked a lot of her as well. We had her playing underneath the basket a lot in our pressure and in our zone with Marlena, and they were outmatched size-wise, so that was something that we had talked to her about adding more strength over this postseason. So I'm excited about where she is. Those are two pieces of the puzzle that I really think are going to catapult us to having more strides this coming season. Again, we talked about Marlena a little bit. We're going to, rely a great deal on her in regards to her ability to score the basketball. She was a pleasant surprise in terms of her ability to do that. So we're going to rely a great deal on her as well in regards to hopefully she'll be improving her strength. improving her, defensive side of her game. But we're looking for, great things from her. And then, we had, Alexis Hofstadter. I thought really, we played 3 point guards, last year, and she probably started the most of the games. I thought she made significant progress as she gained more confidence in terms of playing at this level. The transition from playing high school to the college level, then playing the point guard spot, and then having to play it as a freshman. But I thought she made great strides, confidence-wise, strength-wise, and she had, again, a terrific postseason. Latrice Hunter is another one that had, showed some great signs during the year, and she's also a point guard that might look to slide her more over to the 2 spot at times this year. When she played well, we played well, and she really made us go. She's fearless in terms of her ability to, to get to the basket and put the ball in the basket. So hopefully we'll be able to utilize her skill set a little bit better, maybe as the 1 guard and also as an off guard. Somebody who made terrific strides this year, not during the season, but as much postseason, was Casey Curtis, our 6'2". She was a freshman. Now she wasn't cleared to play, so she tore her ACL in her senior year of her high school season. So a lot of people say you don't really see a person's not back to 100% until 12 months later. But Casey made terrific strides in regards to her conditioning, in terms of her strength, and in terms of her work ethic, in terms of individuals during that postseason. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that she is somebody. She's 6'2", she's athletic, she's long, she's got a strong frame, somebody that can compete on the inside for us, in the CAA. So we're hoping that she continues that progress that she made the latter part of the year. One thing I talked to the team about was, we played 6 people for the most year. I think we've with the development of some of these players, I think we've added a great deal of depth. Brooke Stewart was somebody who I thought, started the year coming off the bench. Towards the end of the year, we thought we got more mileage out of her in the starting lineup. She's somebody that can shoot the ball. She's one of our hardest workers as well. So the development of Brooke and Alexis and Latrice and Casey are going to be a big, boost to us in terms of our depth. We're playing an up tempo game, both offensively and defensively, yet we're only running pretty much 6 bodies out there at a time. So depth is our biggest concern this offseason of developing that. We have 4 freshmen coming in, and I think all of them will be thrown to the fire early. Abby Rendell's a 6'4", very athletic center who can do a variety of different things. And surprisingly, I think one of the best things that she does is her ability to pass the basketball. But defensively, she'll add a different presence for us. She's a 6'4". She's a shot blocker. She's super aggressive. She's got a mean streak, which is always great for a post player. But defensively, I think Abby will allow us to do a variety of different things. Jenna Green as a point guard, very dynamic. She has the ability to make other people better, and that's the one thing I thought we missed a great deal this year. She's a risk taker, so that's important. Like this year, a lot of our point guards, averaged, had 61 assists and 51 turnovers. We're looking for a point guard to really get 150 to 200 assists on the year, and I think that she has that ability to do that. Now, with that said, that's also difficult coming from the high school ranks up to the college and starting probably the toughest position to play is the point guard spot early in the career. But she's going to be thrown into that as well in terms of she has that ability to get people shots. She's terrific defensively, really energetic. Somebody who in my past years as a coach is she's tough, and that's what I was looking for in a point guard. So it was critical in that first recruiting class that we got a point guard that we feel can really run our team. Jean Guimat is a 6-foot wing from Quebec. We saw her play late in the recruiting period up in Rhode Island in the fall, and she's somebody that can really stick it from deep, has great long range, great length, 6 foot but long. When she walks in the room, you think she might be a post player. We're hoping that she can add some depth in that wing spot. And then we have another freshman, Ashley Delanovis, is 6'3", real athletic. Player that can play the 4, the 5 for us. So we're hoping, with a good summer of strength and conditioning behind her and so forth, that she can add some depth to us in the post play for us. We have a terrific schedule. We open up at home, which is always nice. We'll open up against Loyola of Maryland, I believe on November 14th. But we've also added some good rivalries. We've got VCU back on the schedule and the University of Richmond back on the schedule, which is great, I think, for our program. We'll be playing both of them in Kaplan Arena this year. But those will give us some real local rivalries against two very good teams in the Atlantic 10. And we're going to continue to try to do that, try to play as many Virginia teams as we possibly can. We also have Old Dominion, return game down there. So we want to have that, that flair of that rivalry, with our scheduling, and then we have, some return games and so forth of teams that we played last year. But we want to continue to try to strategically upgrade this schedule with some good local rivalries. Conference is terrific. I think it's getting better and better. James Madison made it to the second round this year. Kenny Brooks and himself did a terrific job with his team. They had a senior-laden team, great leadership, great players, and well-deserved in terms of representing the CAA in the NCAA tournament and making it to the second round. I thought Delaware did a fantastic job. Tina Martin, a year after losing Deladon, finishing second place and making it to the WNIT. And everybody else, I think, is all the coaches and players are working extremely hard, and I think the future is real bright for the CAA. I'm looking for us to be better in every position, and I'm looking for us to move up that CAA ladder.